Hello, today is the 6th of August, 2021, and I'm going to be reading on whether or not Trump is going to try again to have people storm the Capitol or anything similar. I caught a bit of news today, and I haven't had as much time as I need to sit back and read that. I want to get active and read while I can before, my family is all home and wanting to make use of this room that I'm in as well. So I have to, use my time wisely. Now I'm using two different decks, and I have been shuffling them and focusing on this question. This is the Cosmic Tarot. Really cool, easy to get. You don't have to go on Etsy. I think you can find this, pretty much anywhere. This one is the Elemental Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. A favorite with Jay, my friend Jay, at Herc, 213, I think. Anyhow, and others, many others do like this. So I thought that I would start out with this oracle, the Elemental Oracle. As I mentioned, my buddy Jay really enjoys using this deck. And I've had it for a while. He reminded me, seeing him use it, that I need to use it. It's really gorgeous. As you can see, it has really silvery, gilded edges. So we'll start off with this. Is Trump going to try to get people to do something similar as what happened on January 9th of a basic attempted coup, insurrection by a bunch of nitwits? That's right, nitwits. A gnat has better sense than these people. They have really checked out, and they're dying from COVID. They're going to end up not having a following. Seriously, they're going to end up killing them off with all their bad advice. Alright, so are they going to actually try and do that? Is Trump and company, all his little buddies, Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Cuckoo Cachoo, Taylor Greene with envy, Lauren Boebert, and I'm sure Eric Prince is all caught up in that stuff too. And of course, all my readings are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. In case you haven't realized it, this is an entertainment channel. All right. So let's see what we get. I feel like I need to do one more. Is Trump, or are Trump and his cohorts looking to cause more instability, if not exactly like, similar to the insurrection on January 9th of this year? They're looking to try to do something like that again. Will they try? I ask the Most High, my spiritual mentors, and the source of love, truth, and goodness to guide me always and to help me to read accurately and clearly. Always. All right. So let's take a look and see what the Elemental Oracle has to say. I think I'm going to lay it out in a Celtic cross. It's such a good all-purpose kind of a layout. Okay, so the first card I'm getting is animals. This shows a variety of various different creatures. I have to kind of put my arm around the camera and lift up. This casts a very orange light onto this. Fortunately, maybe I'll be able to make that up in editing so you can see it better. But anyway, the beautiful deck. All right. This is new to me, so you're going to hear me kind of struggle a little bit with the new deck, but I love the challenge. I love the challenge. And I do have the handy dandy little Oracle booklet that comes with it. It really is a not too big, not too small, especially for those of us with smaller hands. But it's not too tiny either. So let's just see. I'm just going to take a look. Bear with me. Well, the animals talks about companionship. Yeah. And I feel like this is talking about, yeah, the people that are his basically closest. All right. Very devout, like a dog to him. Oh. They're obedient and non-questioning. Ooh, I didn't expect to get that using this deck. Okay, I get it. The pack that no matter who they are, whatever their backstory is, where they've come from, I think they're down to do is following. There's some sense of bond. Electricity is crossing. So I feel like, yes, they definitely are planning this. And it's not just one sector or another. I feel like we're talking about more than one group, of course. I feel like this is more than one group of people that are from certain places or represent certain areas, certain organizations that are sympathetic with him and that feel like doing something this awful is a good idea because of what they believe, that he should be reinstalled Messiah. I don't know. You know, these people are just too out there and too toxic. But it does show the electricity, and it shows animal, and it shows, to me, that is, like, as I said, the companionship aspect and devotion. Got that sense, kind of blind devotion. Yeah, I think this shows at the heart of the matter, yes, they will, because they're still active, they're still planning. Unfortunately, this is going to be something that we do have to deal with for some time until it's dealt with to the point that things have settled, and that's going to take a little while. I think we know that. So we can get sick of it all we like. We just got to get these people held to account and have them face very, they should be under domestic terrorist when they are convicted sentencing. They shouldn't be treated like this is a misdemeanor. But let me get off my soapbox. Music. Yes, this is making me feel like, again, this is part of their plan. This is part of what they want to create. This is the music, if you will, would be the song of creating more events like that, more trouble like that. I just feel like it is something, yes, that they are definitely working on. And again, all in harmony with each other. So it could be that they are working on an event and trying to work on it so that it happens in more than one place at one time, quite possibly. Like something at the Capitol or something, there within government in that area. I think then you're going to look at, it looks like there's the desire, as I said, to do something simultaneous elsewhere from other loyal pockets of people doing things wherever they're at, is basically what I get so far. And they've been planning this for a while, because I'm still looking at the past. And I'm just going to come up on the more recent past here in a moment after I place the crowning card. The crowning card is the equator. That's interesting. Recent past, we have north, the direction. In the near future, we have lake. There's stuff that will be happening in the near future. It's under the radar that they're doing. And they've got some kind of cover. They're using various, whatever they can, to keep themselves, their activities under cover. It might not seem like anything's happening too much, but this card of the lake, it says depth. You can't probably see that, I don't know right there, but scratch the surface. There's more than meets the eye here. And that's in the near future, so there's planning. We've definitely got the planning. Just want to touch into the equator card. It is so beautiful. I love this art. And of course the north. I just want to, I feel like I got a sense of from the other ones, but okay, the equator is like temperance, is balance. So I feel like they're trying, definitely there's the whole thing of getting even, but also in their mind, putting something right, putting it back into balance in their opinion. So that is their aim. They're still working on that silly, evil, messed up, of course, because they're still, they've not just magically changed. So the North card in the recent past is expansion. This to me says they've been expanding their plans, trying to gain empathy, support, and people that can assist to help them. This makes them very happy because music is also joy. And they want to, of course, they want to gain more people to act and to support and to definitely take action in this way of expanding that kind of activity from the past into the future. So there's definitely plans. They are encouraging people where they can to do something. Definitely. And that's going on into the near future. More planning. And they like it, you guys. This is joy to them. This is music to their ears. Just wanted to see what the smaller they have, but teeny tiny lettering at the bottom. Wildness is also with electricity. So I think that tells you that also it's not using logic. There's just a real application of, I think, I'm getting the sense of possible use of things that would explode. And would lead to fire. And smoke bombs. I think they're trying to step it up a notch with somebody with more of that know-how in certain pockets. Make it more sophisticated. Deeper and further. They want to get more people involved. Again, this is so that they can feel comfortable. They want the world to be a certain way. To stop being who it is, basically. Revert to some conformity that makes them feel comfortable. And this is also for the benefit of their own, of what they feel like is to themselves and their families for some reason. With that hearth, comfort. That's how they look at it. Like it's American as apple pie. They're totally out to lunch. They're totally not seeing that they're traitors. They're really, really sick. See, you can kind of see the layout a little better. And the environment is fire and ignition. So they're going to have people telling them to do it, giving them the green light. Ignition, turning the key. Think about it. Ignition, starting it. It's in the environment. They will, I believe, they're going to have people in power encouraging this again. And we may not hear about all of it, but it's definitely going to be going on in the near future, especially picking up. They're going to try to make it less easy to be detected. They're going to try to be more in hiding about it, but more extensive, but more hidden. What they're hoping for here with this card is for more people. Again, there's an emphasis here with fecundity on abundance, on gaining more numbers and support and money to do these things. And the final end result is life or breath. This concerns me because it could be that they give their plans then legs, that manifestation. We won't be able to stop everybody, but I think a lot of it will be. I do feel that some things they will transpire. But given the way that Republicans always seem to kick themselves, I think they will leave something out. It's not meant to happen for them. They're not going to get away with this. It will only end up in tears and more tears when these people stop hurting our country. Fluidity. See, this is talking about there's things that are still yet also subject to change, but this also says there's things that they're not going to have control of if they try and make these things happen. There's alternate outcomes yet, and alternate means that it's not all going to be as they would like it. It's subject to change. They could get busted, before it's able to happen or carry out completely. I feel like some of that will. This says atoms and building. So I do feel like they're going to be more sophisticated. This is yet further down the road. This is yet further into maybe towards the end of the year even, or beginning of the new year. I don't think it's just one date or another. I think this is for a variety of activities that they would try to act out. Dark matter, mystery, building. I think that they will be also, looking at who are the people that are really, really supporting, and I think there's some kind of dark money definitely that's being indicated. Building. There's dark money that's being given or sent to Trump in order for him to act on, have these people do things like this. That's what I'm getting. So it could be like even someone like Putin saying, well, let's encourage, grease some palms. I'll put up money for support of this action, of that plan to go and do this. That's totally what it feels like. And here we have the card of alchemy, magic, things coming together, a mixture, and communication. And it says volcanoes, power. I think that it is through a separate or an outside resource that they could do the most damage. They might get advice, assistance, training, and I think materials that are like potentially explosive or some kind, because we have volcano and I'm getting alchemy, like a mixture of things. I don't think it's just going to be one thing or another. It's going to be whatever people can, basically work out or get hold of, get help with. But I do see it happening. This is the card of the soul and passion. I think they will cause. They're part of their soul and stuff is sick. And here is the sun. I think a lot of these people are going to get exposed, and some of their bigger plans may also become exposed. Some of the people then that get exposed, that are very passionately involved in this, get linked. Get linked really clearly. Plants, growth, movement speed. This could be them catching up to more of these groups that support Trump and seek to create these disruptive and deadly events. There's going to be, but this is something I've gotten before in my readings, that they'll really crack down on these people that are supporting Trump, and outside resources, outside other countries, that are sending either some, advice or, funding or supplies. I feel like a lot of it's going to be exposed. But I think we'll still get some issues here and there that could happen. But I think it could be it could end up being a lot worse, and it will be prevented. It's not going to be as bad as it could be at this point if things continue, because we're always given how things are presently going. It shows that there's a purging, there's a cleansing, I think, out of this real stubborn support for him, and that is making him able to have these attempts and create these groups. Yeah, and then they get clear. Then I think they're just going to start, getting clearer on who the players are, and they will go on the most wanted type of, seriously, not a joke. So, and gravity and home. I think they will feel the heaviness for their actions, and I don't think they'll be able to run. I think a lot of these people will end up being put through for domestic terror attempts, and they will try, but a lot of them will be busted. A lot of them will get caught. All right, so that is what I have for Trump trying to pull another January 6th event. I do think that he's going to try, and not just on that date, but he's not going to just try once. I see this as, again, to recap, him trying to encourage as many people as possible to do stuff wherever they're at, and for those that can't, join those that would be in Washington, don't think for a minute, though, that he's going to be there. No. He'll just let his army of people that are disposable, as far as he's concerned, face consequences. But I think a few times of this might be good if they can just catch them, and these people see again without other people having to get hurt. They can get caught and exposed, that they will see he's not going to do with anything to get them out of prison. You know, these people are going to learn that there's quite another rule for people like Trump and quite another rule for the rest of the populace. And one day for Trump, I truly think that he'll like I've said before, that he'll end up passing while he's in the midst of all of this litigation, because it's going to go on for a while, and it will not be good for him health-wise. I think, you know, you're looking at stress-related, you know, sudden illness that could take him out. So anyway, that is what I'm getting, and that's what I wanted to share with you. So if you like this content, please make sure you're subscribed. YouTube is bouncing my sub numbers again. And make sure that you've hit the thumbs up, please, and that you've got the notification bell on. Please share. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video or the next live.